With my diet, you can eat all you want, anytime you want.
Lose fat without diet or exercise?
This race between John Fetterman and Mehmet Oz for U.S. Senate of Pennsylvania is getting better and better and better, and has now maybe even hit a peak, because I don't know how John Fetterman can release a better attack ad than this. So I am going to show you this incredible attack ad, my favorite one of this race so far, and later on I'll get to a very serious story, a new report coming out about what Dr. Oz has done, what's in his past that has not been publicized too much, but I'm going to show you what that is all about. Quickly here, before I get to this incredible Fetterman ad, I just want to show you how much John Fetterman is getting attacked by Fox News. So this is Senate nominee mentions in Fox News primetime. This is put together by Media Matters. This is for the month of September. They have mentioned John Fetterman far more than any other Democratic Senate candidate. They are really worried about this race, so they are doing whatever they can to try and help Oz, attacking him again and again and again. You can see it's not even close compared to these other candidates. So yeah, the fight is on, and we have seen recently the race narrow a little bit. So Fetterman had a massive lead for a while. It's now cut down to about 5 to 7 points. So it's getting a lot closer, largely because of this ongoing, or this onslaught from the right. But hopefully we get a little more of this from John Fetterman. So he tweets out here, before there was Dr. Oz, there was Dr. Nick. They say The Simpsons always predict the future, and once again, they nailed it. This is such an incredible ad, and as a Simpsons fan, I mean, he can't possibly top this. So I'm going to show you this and enjoy.
Hi, everybody.
Everybody.
With my diet, you can eat all you want, anytime you want.
And you'll lose weight?
You might. It's a free country.
I've got the #1 miracle in a bottle to burn your fat.
Lose fat without diet or exercise?
Stubborn stomach fat instantly disappears.
I recommend a slow, steady gorging process combined with acyl horizontology.
Garcinia cambogia extract.
Crystal sonic therapy.
C. buckthorn.
Dr. Nick, this malpractice committee has received a few complaints against you.
Dr. Oz being sued for advice he gave to viewers who struggle falling asleep.
Dr. Oz is being accused of promoting quack treatments by some top physicians.
Are you looking for a way to slash the cost of your medical expenses?
How much did you pay for a pill that takes your body back 10 years?
Call 1-600-DOCTORB. The B is for bargain.
His empire and wealth have flourished.
The most rewarding part was when he gave me my money. Bye-bye, everybody! Shh.
That may be the most perfect attack ad, just for me personally, that I've ever seen. Connecting Dr. Nick, or Dr. Oz, to Dr. Nick is so perfect that I can't believe no one else has done it. That it took the Fetterman campaign to put this one out. I don't even know what else to say. The campaign that Fetterman is running is just remarkable. He really is going all out, and it's not just about moments like this. Like these are the fun moments, but he also brings real substance. You go to his site, you know what he stands for. He's clear. He's not hiding anything. He is both actually representing some real positions that will help people and is specific about that, while at the same time also attacking his opponent in a way that very few Democrats are willing to do when they run their campaigns. Democrats usually try to play it cool, not even play it cool. They're the punching bag normally. Like normally they allow their opponent, the Republican, to set the tone of the campaign, to set the terms of the debate, to set, the framing of the discussion. Yet here, finally, you have an actual Democrat doing that in this race against Oz, causing Oz to have to respond most of the time to what Fetterman is doing. It really is a wonderful campaign. But now I want to get to how not only is, Dr. Oz like Dr. Nick, but in fact, Dr. Oz is, if you can believe it, a little more sociopathic than Dr. Nick is. because this story came out today from Jezebel. Dr. Oz's scientific experiments killed over 300 dogs and an entire litter of puppies. Columbia's internal investigation found that Oz's research team inflicted extensive suffering on canine test subjects in violation of the Animal Welfare Act. So I'm going to get to some more details here in a second, but I actually can't get to the specifics about what happened, about the various specifics around what he did, because of how brutal and disgusting it is. And I actually think if I read it out, that YouTube is very likely to age restrict this video, meaning it gets out to less people. So I'm going to link to this below the video. You can read all the details there if you want to, but it's animal torture, and they get to the specifics around that, and it is as disgusting as you can imagine. But some of the details around this. So Oz, the New Jersey resident who's currently running for U.S. Senate from Pennsylvania, was a principal investigator at the Columbia University Institute of Comparative Medicine labs for years and assumed full scientific, administrative, and fiscal responsibility for the conduct of his studies. Over the course of 75 studies published in academic journals reviewed by Jezebel, Oz's team conducted experiments on at least 1,027 live animal subjects that included dogs, pigs, calves, rabbits, and small rodents. 34 of these experiments resulted in the deaths of at least 329 dogs, while 2 of his experiments killed 31 pigs, and 38 experiments killed 661 rabbits and rodents. In the early 2000s, testimony from a whistleblower and veterinarian named Catherine Del Ordo about Oz's research detailed extensive suffering inflicted on his team's canine test subjects, including multiple violations of the Animal Welfare Act, which sets minimum standards of care for dogs, cats, primates, rabbits, and other animals in the possession of animal dealers and laboratories. The law specifically requires researchers and breeders to use pain-relieving drugs or euthanasia on the animals and not use paralytics without anesthesia or multiple times on the same animal. And then the piece gets into details that, again, I can't read to you because of restrictions on YouTube. But this is who Dr. Oz is. I mean, if there wasn't already enough to discuss around his history, whether it's lying about various drugs on his TV show to make a buck, whether it's his, ongoing lies about both his own positions, Fetterman's positions, and just general topics. Today, there's another video out that I could do a separate video on, where he is blaming the rise in shootings on the legalization of marijuana and COVID shutdowns. Or I should be specific, school COVID shutdowns, which, if you know anything about Canada, also had school shutdown during COVID, legalized cannabis in 2018, and there has been one school shooting since 2018 that killed one person. Meanwhile, the U.S. number, I don't even know what it is. It's in the hundreds. But this man is disgusting, and will do whatever he can to fearmonger his opponent, will do whatever he can to lie his way to victory. It really is gross, and unfortunately, it is working on a lot of people that skew older voters watching, Fox News. That is where a lot of that movement is happening. People that see these TV ads that he's getting, a lot of money now from the party to push out there, lying about his opponent, lying about his own positions. But hopefully, truth prevails and Fetterman comes out victorious. But it will require younger people, especially out in Pennsylvania, to go out and vote, bring people with them, bring friends out to vote, ensure that Dr. Oz, this disgusting human being, does not become your senator.